Yo, what is up guys? KG, Rough to Be Buff TV. We're back with another exercise tutorial. So we're back, we're talking about some fitness stuff today. I haven't posted in a while, but let's get right into it. So I wanted to post something that was strictly just core based. This is something that I like to do on days where I don't want to do any compound movements or any deadlifting or front squatting or pull-ups. So the first exercise you're looking at is a side plank. I started off with basically like a 20-second hold. Now that hold can vary from person to person based off of your strength and based off of your fitness level, and then I added some pulses on there to the end. The next exercise you're taking a look at are some hollow rocks. Now the thing about hollow rocks is they are not initiated with your upper body. It's all about whipping your feet. You can see my toes are pointed, my heels are together. Now this is my very first set though, so this one is a little rocky, but all we want to do is tap those heels to the ground, and your body needs to stay in the shape of like a banana or like a dish, like a U shape. And here's me changing camera angles magically now, not having a hat. But the whole idea is to keep the midsection tight. It's a gymnastics move. And really good for basically working on your transverse abdominis, your abdominal wall. And keeping the movement smooth is also really important. And keeping the armpits open as well. Okay. SCAP Angels. Take a look at the wrists, take a look at the palms, take a look at the overhead extension. I'm trying to get the chest off the ground. My toes are pinned to the ground. Basically, I'm trying to work on thoracic extension and then shoulder scaption and then just basically rotation in the shoulders. You can see I'm keeping the chin tucked down. I repeat, keep your chin tucked down. You should not be looking up. Your eyes should be fixated on the ground and on the ground only. And you can see there's some rotation in the hands. My palms are going up. Basically that's a cobra, so I'm going to be lifting, peeling my chest away from the ground and then rotating. Those are SCAP Angels. Now we have some Supermans here, which is basically another extensive exercise. Everybody should be doing extensive exercises. These are core exercises. Your core is not just your six pack. If you're spending a bunch of time doing crunches, you're probably gonna have a bad time with some lumbar, lower back pain, and it's not going to support good posture. Supermans, on the other hand, will. So you can see now I'm extending, getting my ass tight, pointing the toes. I like to flex the calves a little bit, chin stays down, and then I just get extension overhead and really reach for opposite sides of the room. If you feel any lower back pinching, then you may be arching in the back too much. You want to reach out and away, not necessarily up. So that's basically the Superman, working on your erectors, all the backside, all the posterior chain mechanics. So your glutes, back, shoulders, keep that chin tucked down. I can't stress enough. I see people do this all the time. Their eyes are up because someone told them that their eyes need to be up, and that is not the way. And I'm tired, as you can see in my set here. Advanced bird dogs. Okay, so this is opposite arm, opposite leg raise. Basically, what we're trying to do is another extensive exercise. If you're having a hard time doing this, you could see I segment it here. So I'm lifting one foot or one hand and balancing. Basically, I tell all my clients or all my athletes that if you're doing your advanced bird dogs, that when you go into extension, you need to be able to prove to yourself that you can stabilize, you can stay still, before you go and switch sides. That's the way I what constitutes like a good looking repetition. And we're basically reaching in opposite directions. We're cross-sectionally loading the body and basically getting some overhead extension. I love this exercise for shoulder stability. I love this exercise for some core work, some core strength. And it's more fun than just kind of sticking to regular planks. What do we got next? Raised side plank to hip abduction. This is an advanced exercise. I think I only do like maybe 6 to 10 of these at a time, and that varies from person to person. It's not always about getting to a rep, it's about how the exercise feels. Now I want you to think about that for a second. It's how the exercise feels, not about getting to 20 reps or 30 reps. And if you're doing 30 reps of anything with your core work, you probably need to find a more difficult exercise. So you can see I worked in some of the side plank pulses, and now I have side plank reach throughs. I'm trying to pivot on my feet a little bit. If you look at my toes here, I'm trying to reach for the opposite lat, and then just reaching back up to the room and the roof and keeping those hips high. Okay, Superman push-ups. We're leading with the chest. Shoulder blades are going into scaption here. I'm pinching my shoulder blades tight while reaching high and basically doing that Superman. A really good exercise to integrate into any program, any push-up program, both female or male. and working on that overhead extension. Just hammer this stuff. Get your traps stronger, get your rear delt stronger. When I have people do this, they fear their rear delts fire here, where I'm really pinching, lifting those hands away from the ground, and then a big high overhead reach. I kept my hat on for this one because it was forcing me to tuck my chin and basically keep my neck in alignment. Just something that as a trainer I'm constantly always thinking about what can make my lift more effective. And effective is always the key. It's always quality, never quantity, unless you're powerlifting. Okay, we're looking at, what are we doing here? More bird dogs. And that's something else I want to talk about when you're looking at your core training is just the effectiveness. It's not so much about, well, some of these exercises I guess are pretty fancy, or I guess are some advanced, but it's how well are we asking the muscle group that we're trying to exercise, are we getting the proper function out of that muscle group? Okay, now this is advanced for sure. Weighted seal walk and reverse seal walk with dumbbell drag. Okay, so you can see I'm basically doing a seal walk with Renegade rows. Those are 20s or 25-pound dumbbells, and I'm just dragging my heavy ass across the gym floor. You're gonna need some furniture sliders. And if you don't feel comfortable using weight, just use your hands. You know, you don't have to necessarily use any weight. So this exercise does take some time. It's a grinder, but this is where I'm at as far as my own personal programming for getting my core stronger. This gets my back pumping, my biceps. This is a soul crusher. Now the hard part, which I'm really just making this stuff up, I'm not even kidding, is the dumbbell drag. Now I want you to see how I'm dragging the dumbbells across the floor. It's gonna force me to use my obliques and my serratus, and I'm absolutely dying in this clip. But that's all I got for you today. Hopefully that helps you guys out in your next core day. I'm KG. This is the Roughest to be Buffest TV on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.